I hope you are really well. So today we're going to use something called the part-whole model. Now the part-whole model basically means there is a whole number which is broken down into a certain amount of parts. Now today we are going to be using one whole number which will be situated on the top of this kind of triangular looking diagram because it kind of looks like a triangle. Okay, so we're going to be using one whole number, which is going to be broken down into some parts. So at the bottom of the part whole model, where you can see more than one part, this is how it's going to be broken down. So let's have an example. So let's start with something nice and simple. Let's say we have number 5 as our whole number. We have number 5 as our whole number. So how could we partition or break number 5 into two segments? How could we partition or break number 5 into two segments? Let's quickly draw this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we broke number 5 into two groups, because we only have two sections, if we broke it into two groups, so there's group number 1 and group number 2, we know that we could pop a 2 in group number 1. And how many would go into group number 2? Easy peasy. 3 would go into group number 2. And that is exactly how a part whole model works. And then we could check our answers. 2 plus 3, it should equal whatever is our whole number, which is 5. Double check that. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Absolutely correct. Perfectamundo. But that was just a quick demonstration on how a part whole model works. But today we're going to go a little bit further and we are going to be partitioning some numbers. So can you have a guess at what partitioning means? What does partition mean? To partition a number. Have a little think. To partition a number means we're going to break a number into parts. We're going to break a number into parts. So today, that's exactly what we're going to do. So here are our blocks, which represent our tens. Okay, if you want to count in your tens and work out how many I am drawing, and then we're going to draw some ones as well. Okay, remember these single squares are our ones. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to fill in our part whole model. We're going to fill in our part whole model, and then we're going to partition, we're going to break up this number. So let's count how many in our tens and ones, how many we have all together. That's the first thing we need to work out. How many do we have all together? So let's count our tens first. Are you ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40. So we have 40 altogether, but we forgot our ones. Let's count our ones as well. So we can add on from 40. So we can go 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. So altogether we have 45. We have number 45. Okay, do you agree? Fabulous. Now we're going to pop number 45 into our part whole model. Which section do you think we need to pop our whole, because this is our whole number, which section do we need to pop our whole number into? Is it this section over here, up here? Or could it be this one here? Or maybe this one here? Which one do you think? Where does our whole number belong? Where does our whole number belong? If you said on the top, you are absolutely correct. Our whole number belongs on the top by itself, okay, because that is the whole number. So we're simply going to pop number 45 on the top like so. Can you remember what we're going to do now? Now we're going to partition our number. We're going to partition our number. We're going to break up our number into how many groups do you think? how many groups are left? That's correct. We've got 2 groups left. So we're going to break up 45 into 2 groups. Now we can do this in lots and lots of different ways. So if you have a piece of paper or a pencil, piece of paper and a pencil, then you can draw this out and see if you can partition number 45 into any alternative ways. But shall we do an example first? Here we go. So, for example, I might want to do it nice and simple and break up my tens and ones. Can you see I've drawn 2 groups? Those are my tens and ones. So how many are in this group by itself? How many are in this group? Let's count again. 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 40 in this group here. And how many in this group here? Shall we count them? Or can you remember? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 in this group here. 40 and 5 equals 45, which is our whole number here. So let's fill in our part-whole model. We'll pop our 40 there. And what number goes here? What number are we going to pop in this circle? We're going to pop 5 in there because we've broken number 45, which was our whole number, into 40 and 5, which is equal to or the same as 45. Absolutely fantastic. Let's try and partition number 45 in another way, because there are loads and loads of ways to partition numbers. We're going to use the same number. We're going to keep the same number, but we're simply going to partition it. We're going to break it up in a different way. Are you ready? Okay, so this time I think let's draw a circle or make a group out of these 2 tens here, and the rest can be another group. Can you see how we've partitioned the same number 45 in a different way? Now let's fill in our part-whole model. We're going to pop this number into here, and the other number we can deal with in a minute. So how many, remember we're counting in our tens, how many is in this group here? Let's count them together. 10, 20, 20 in this group here. So we're going to fill in our part-whole model, 20. And then we can move to this group here, and we're going to pop our number into the circle. Let's count to see how many we have in this group. Have a go. See if you can work it out yourself. 10, 20, and then we've got some ones. So we can count on from 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So in this group, we have 25. So where do you think we're going to pop number 25? You're absolutely correct again. We're going to pop number 25 in the remaining circle. 45 can be broken down into 20 and 25, which is the same as 45. That's how our part-whole model works, and that's how we partition our number 45 into 2 different groups. Shall we do another one and partition it in a different way? Because our numbers can be partitioned in lots and lots and lots of different ways. It's really easy when we draw out our tens and ones, because it's very helpful when we can actually see them. Okay, let's make some more groups. Are you ready? Let's change the colour of my pen. Here we go. But this time I'm going to break up the ones as well. So I'm not going to have all the ones in the same group. Here we go. I'm going to use the yellow pen to identify one of my groups. I'm going to circle around 2 10s, and let's have 3 1s as well. How many have I circled around all together? 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23. 2 and a 3 makes 23. Let's pop it in our part-whole model. And the last one, I'm going to circle around the remaining 10s and 1s. Here we go. It's getting a little bit messy. There we go. I've made 2 groups. The first group was identified by yellow, and the second group is kind of this green colour. How many is in the second group? 10, 20, 21, 22. Let's pop it in our part-whole model, number 22. And that's how we can also partition and break up our 1s as well. We know, or we could double check by saying, or by asking, does 23 plus 22 equal on our first number or our whole number 45? It does. Let's do a quick sum to find out. We'll do a column addition for this one. 23 plus 22, addition sign, equal sign on the bottom, change the colour of my pen. 3 plus 2 is nice and easy. I'll give you a second to work it out. 3 plus 2 is 5, well done. And nice and easy, 2 plus 2 is fabulous. 2 plus 2 is 4. And you can see, fantastic, that it still equals 45. Our whole number hasn't changed at all. All we've done is partitioned in an alternative or different way. That's absolutely fantastic. Shall we do one more? I could go on and do this forever and partition in lots and lots and lots of different ways, but I'm not going to do it forever. We'll do one more, shall we? Fabulous. Let's just get rid of those. Oh, nope, we need that 45, don't we? Okay, change the colour of my pen. And this time, again, we're going to partition, and we're also going to break up those 1s, okay? Here we go. Let's draw a circle or a group around, there we go. That's our first group. Can you work out how many are in our first group? Remembering that the long sticks count for, how many are the long sticks worth? 10, brilliant. Okay, let's count it together. We have 10, counting on from 10, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 in our first group. So we're going to pop it over here. 12. Changing the colour of my pen. Let's go for a nice red. And then the leftovers are in a group as well. So let's group them. Now I'm using colours because I can't quite group them because the blue's in the way. But it's okay, as long as we know what we're doing. Okay, so how many in our red group? How many in our reds, or grouped by reds? Shall we count them? We have 10, 20, 30. Not forgetting this as well. Shall we count on from 30? 30 in our heads, 31, 32, and 33. Fantastic. So we're going to pop 33 into the remaining circle, okay? Because 12 is a part and 33 is a part. Shall we just double check to make sure we're correct? 12 plus 33 should add up to what number, do you think? It should add up to, you're correct, 45, because remember 45 is our whole number. Let's check and see if it's correct. 12 plus 33. Add them up. Let's see. Changing the colour of my pen. Nice purple or lilac. 2 plus 3, nice and easy, is 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. You did it again. Fantastic. It adds up to 45. And that's how we use our part-whole model to partition or break up numbers in various ways or different ways. Because our number 45 can be broken up into lots and lots and lots of different ways. You did really well on this one. Fantastic. Don't forget, if you need to jot down anything with a piece of paper, maybe in your books with a pencil, please do so as well. Don't forget to like if you like this video. That would be fantastic. I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.